Right. Hello, good evening, and welcome aboard. My name is Paul. I'm also called Nik Nak, and you possibly know me from my daily teasers. They go past every morning UK time. Okay, if you fancy doing an educational pub quiz type thing, they're possibly the thing to catch. At any rate, I also talk about movies. You'll see a few of them floating past. I also talk about TV shows I've watched, and just recently I've been watching the most recent entry in the Star Trek franchise, Star Trek Picard. Tonight I've managed to get to episode 5, Stardust City Rag, and I'm pretty damn impressed. Let me try and give you a summary if I can. Stardust City Rag opens with a plotted summary, as the previous few episodes. It opens with a plotted summary of earlier episodes, and then gives us a flashback to 13 years earlier of Seven of Nine, the Jerry Ryan character who formerly appeared in Voyager. It seems she makes an attempt to rescue former Voyager crewmate Icheb, who again was another recovering Borg, but had been captured by gangsters who were after his Borg implants so they could sell them on the black market. It was an attempt that failed because the torture inflicted on Icheb left him begging his adopted mother, Seven, to take his life. The torture was a little bit too much. It moves forward 13 years and shows us the crew of the La Serena, the ship owned by Captain Rios. It shows us Admiral Picard and the crew arriving at the criminal haven called Free Cloud, trying to find Bruce Maddox, played by John Ale, only to find that a local mobster, Bajazzle, Nakar Zedigan, is in the middle of selling him to the Tal Shiar, the Romulan secret police. The only way to rescue him is to outbid the Romulans, and the only thing they have that can do that, or will do that, is selling Seven to Bajazzle. Now, what I hear you ask, do I think of this episode? I have to confess, I absolutely loved it. I mentioned in one or two of my earlier pieces about the series, it's got good shapes. There's touches of vague shapes of the Magnificent Seven in how Captain Picard's putting his crew together. There's vague senses of political thrillers of the Manchurian Candidate springs to mind here vaguely, in that there's a lot of conspiracies and double bluffs and outright stuff going on. This particular episode had a touch of the Casablancas to it, in that the setting, Free Cloud, is the 1930s Casablanca. It's a haven where the crooks are in charge and getting away with murder, torture, drug selling, arms selling, anything that will make them an illegal buck, including selling Borg implants. So they've got a shape there. They've also, let me try and think that through. They're going for some quite good character development here. The main ones are very well written. The main male ones are very well written and very well performed. For a start, you're talking Jean-Luc Picard, played by Patrick Stewart. You're talking about possibly one of the finer actors of his generation doing his thing and finding his niche and returning to an old character that fits him like a glove, that he's worked on as much as the writers. So that's all looking good. Ivan Evagoras Elna, I don't think they've done much with him yet. It's only his second episode, so we'd have to see what we can do there. The Romulan nuns he grew up reminded me personally of Frank Herbert's Bene Gesserit, the all-female order in Dune, which would logically make Elnor the Kwisatz Haderach of Romulus, a kind of superpowered male character with all sorts of weird and wonderful abilities. I don't know if that's what they're doing there. He seems to be just a Romulan samurai, but it's possibly an idea to explore. Santiago Cabrera, and I remember him so well from Merlin and from the Musketeers. He's doing a good job as the cigar chomping captain of the La Serena. Really beautifully done. But the blokes aren't necessarily the focus of the series, or at least of this episode, at least of Star City Rag. Dr. Girardi, the Agnes character, the Alison Pill character, is great. She's ditzy, she's wonderful, she comes out with so many just silly comments that keeps you laughing. But she's got a dark side. Bruce Maddox is an ex-lover of hers. The pair of them, it seems, worked on Daj and Soji. And Bruce Maddox comes to something of a sticky end at the hands of Agnes. I won't say more, but you'd have to watch the episode yourself. But she's got teeth to her, Agnes. Jerry Ryan, what do you say about Jerry Ryan of 7 of 9? Beautifully played, and you can see how between her and the writers and the rest of the cast, how they've developed the character. Seven's lost none of the edge, but she's becoming more human. She's finding herself as a human being, getting less away from the Borg, but still 7. That cold edge is still there. What do I say about the third woman of the piece? What do I say about Raffi, about Michelle Hurd? There's a scene between her and her son as she finds him on Free Cloud that is just absolutely stunning to watch. It really is riveting. It certainly tells me what I thought when I first saw her character, that I'm right. It's a wonderfully written part. It's a bloody good actress playing that wonderful written part, and it's a character that's got both teeth and cracks. She's injured, she's hurt, and my God, Michelle Hurd's putting in a damn good science fiction performance of a lifetime there with this one. I'm going to leave this here, but I'm going to ask you to do one thing for me. Give Star Trek Picard, or at least this first series, a look. It's some very, 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 very good TV. It really is. I think you'll come away from it being very rewarded. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Take care, and don't fall over. Have a good night.